Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hoping, wanting, wishing, waiting. This is Dan, the No Comfort Zone guy. Thanks so much for coming back to tuning into the podcast that is now traveling around the world. So the reason why I'm actually doing this podcast today, or my focus on this podcast today, is all about time management. But first, hoping, wanting, wishing, waiting. When you think about it, if you're going to sit back and wait for your life to happen, it never will. Life's going to happen to you, and it's how you react and what you do when those situations come your way is what's going to determine your future. That's really easy. You can be proactive or you can be reactive. And since today is November 22nd, I would like to give a happy birthday wish to my sis, Jess Bland, who lives out in Batavia or Naperville, Illinois. Sorry that I don't know that, but that's my happy birthday wish. And since I don't edit this, here we go. So when you think about hoping, wanting, wishing, and waiting, my sister, for one, is very hardworking, self-starter, very driven person, and has gone through a lot of challenges. And in the end, great mom, great person, hardworking individual, lots of friends, and has a wonderful family. Her kids, her stepkids, her husband. She seems to have put it all together and has worked really hard to do so. And now is living a life that most people would look at and be like, she's happy and she's successful, and she's earned every bit of it. And you know what? This is a really happy birthday wish to you. And I wanted to start off this podcast with that, and hope you have a great day. So with this, I want to go into what's going on with me and what we talk about in this podcast. And today I'm dealing with the thing, time management. It's one of the worst things. My sister will even know this. It's one of the worst things that I have, my biggest challenge. And what I end up doing is I get caught up in the stress of being caught up in the chaos all the time. And I'm actually addicted to the stress, believe it or not. And I'm working on that. But the funny thing is, as I focus on it, and rather than hoping, wanting, wishing, and waiting for this, my time to be cleared up and have all these buckets filled and everything just go planned, that's not happening. Just by putting focus in that area, I'm aware, just like on the blueprint, I'm aware that I have an issue when it comes to time management, and it's costing me success. It's literally costing me success. So I identified what it is. I say yes to too many people. I try to accommodate too many people. And in doing so, I'm compromising myself. And in my last podcast a while ago, I talked about being compromised when you're not true to what you're supposed to be doing, when you lose that integrity. That's what I mean by compromised. So here I am working on my time management, and here's what's going on. So I've got one person that's actually needs time, that's given a lot of time in my organization, and now I need to pay that time back because I can't, that's not fair for somebody to give me all this extra time and then all of a sudden not have time to do the things they need to do. So I agreed to cover this person. There's another person who scheduled some time to do things with their family, and it looks like the wrong date was put in. And on top of it, I have a huge promotion going on. And additionally, I have to drive 2 hours to go pick up my son this evening, as well as be in two different locations at the same time. So my time management plan went out the window. So these are the hands that I've been dealt. Now, I'm going to accommodate as many people as I can, and I have to prioritize what's the most important thing. First off, I'm committed to my employer because there's money spent in this promotion, and I need to make sure that that is successful and follows through. And the other people that I'm with are going to step up as a team, and we're going to make it successful. That's just a no-brainer. But when it comes to being in two places at the same time, being omnipresent, I don't know how you do that. We can do it like I'm talking, on this podcast, and I'm probably going to be at work or doing something else. So I'm literally in two places at the same time. That's omnipresent. But when it comes to picking up my son, being at the dealership and taking care of the business, that's a tough thing to do. And I'm not complaining about this. I'm just identifying that I have a genuine, sincere challenge of what I need to do. And it's going to take me a little bit of time Funny, I'm talking about time management to figure all this out. But the good news, here's the good news. I've been given these challenges and these opportunities to become the hero version of myself. How am I going to solve these problems? I've done it before. We've all done it before. Quite frankly, it's what I focus on daily. What are the problems? 10% of my energy goes, what's the problem? 90% towards solution. And what it's going to come down to is going to be a great attitude, teamwork, and quite frankly, a really quick plan. Those 15 minutes I spent last night trying to figure out exactly how my day was going to go is when the stress started, because I just realized that I'm overbooked. And by being overbooked, I can live in the problem and worry and be all upset and sick to my stomach. And I think I was at one moment, but I just realized that the end of the day will be here soon. I just need to get through the 15-minute blocks and figure out what can I accomplish in those 15-minute blocks. And at the end of the day, there's only 3 things that I really need to do. Take care of the people around me, take care of my family, and make sure I do the best that I can. That's it. If I do those 3 things today, I can go home at night going, no, I crushed it. I had a good day. And to me, that would be successful. So if you're in podcast land and you're listening to this and you've listened to a few of my programs, I'm not going to run away from problems, and I hope you don't either. I do hope that if a challenge faces you, it's the opportunity of a lifetime for you to get uncomfortable. Don't run, don't hide. Lean into your problem, step up and be the person that you really want to be. It's at these moments when you grow. See, this time management issue that I'm dealing with and sharing with you, who knows? It might help you. It might serve you. It might just identify that you need to work on time management. It also might remind you in this podcast, hey, call your sister and wish her happy birthday. But on the other end, you think about this, there was a time when I had all the time in the world, couldn't get a job, was trying to get my life back together, was feeling depressed most of the time, was sad about my situation, and I had nothing but time to think about it. Well, I'm glad I don't have that time like I used to. So I look at this as a huge opportunity, a huge success that I've been given these big challenges today, and they're not that big. There's other people fighting bigger battles than this. But it's stressing me out. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go with it. See, too little stress, and your life's going to be boring, like when I had all the time in the world. Too much stress is going to compromise your health, and it's going to give you major problems in your life by having too much stress. Right in the middle, that fine line, where the chord is just right, and that string is just right, and you actually have harmony, that's a good thing. If it's too tight, that string, it's going to break. Too much stress. If it's too loose, it's going to sound flat. So the perfect amount of stress is a good thing. So set your goals. Make sure you get out of your comfort zone. Make sure you look to serve other people. And in the end, what's going to happen is you will get out of your comfort zone and you will start living on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.